Reverend the Chaplain to the University.
Let us pray. Veni Sancti Spiritus, repletiorum corda fidelium, et tui amoris in ais ignem accendi, qui per diversitatem linguarum cunctarum gentes in unitate fidei congregasti. Come, Holy Spirit, fill the hearts of your faithful, and kindle in them the fire of your love. For you are the one who, in spite of differences in language, gather the nations into a unity of faith. Amen.
I do welcome all of you most warmly to this graduation. Please be seated. Dr. Bain.
Pro-Chancellor, Principal, ladies, gentlemen, and above all graduates, who are the main reason we are here today, welcome to this afternoon's graduation ceremony. I'm greatly honoured to welcome you to this graduation in the historic and beautiful surroundings of Elphinstone Hall, but also on a personal level as you're about to graduate from my hometown university. I would also like to welcome all those who are watching the ceremony via video link at King's College Conference Centre or via the web, as we've gathered to celebrate the achievement of all those seated on the front left of the hall. Additionally, this also marks an important rite of passage in their lives. In this welcome address, I'm going to begin with some general advice for the graduation ceremony, such as try and enjoy the ceremony. You may be nervous, but don't worry, as you're not the only one feeling nervous at the moment, because so am I. But please try and enjoy the ceremony. Be careful when walking up and down the steps. You don't want to trip over. Please feel free to celebrate as loudly as you want by cheering, clapping, etc. And don't rush down the steps after you get your hood. Enjoy the moment and let your family and friends take a picture of you. Following these rather practical recommendations, I will now put the date of your graduation, the 16th of June, into some historical perspective. On 16th June 1871, the Universities Tests Act became law, which removed the requirement of a religious test for admission to a number of universities across Britain. On 16th June 1963, Valentina Tereshkova became the first woman to travel into space aboard Vostok 6. And finally, today is the 27th anniversary of the reburial of Imre Nagy, former Hungarian Prime Minister, with this being a highly symbolic part of the momentous events which swept across Eastern Europe in 1989. These are all significant dates and events, but so is the 16th of June 2016, which will always remain a very important date for you each personally. Additionally, the research method which I employ to research these dates is also one which I'm sure a number of you have become very familiar with during the duration of your degree when you research your various essays and possibly even your dissertation. I use that most important research tool of Google. Returning to the date of 16th June 2016, it is also a significant day for your families, other loved ones and friends who are either with us here today, seated on the opposite side of the hall, or others who may be watching from afar. There is someone who cares for you, with their support being evident in many different forms: words of encouragement, financial help, someone who is there to listen when perhaps things weren't going as smoothly as you wished, and in countless other practical acts of kindness. All their support was given with love, pride, and great belief in you. So graduates, in a thank you to them, please stand up. If they're here in the hall, turn towards your personal supporters, or if they're not here, please, as you stand up, think about them as you give them a huge cheer and round of applause. Although today is a day of celebration, some of you may feel a little sad that your time in Aberdeen is drawing to a close. But please remember yourselves when you first arrived here and how you've changed and developed intellectually. You've become more inquisitive and you've acquired a capacity to tackle problems and difficulties more independently. Perhaps your perspective of the world in general is now different. Furthermore, I would like to award myself the opportunity to pass to you two different pieces of advice that I've always drawn on when reaching what may appear to be an endpoint. Firstly, the more knowledge you acquire, the more you realise you have to learn. And secondly, life in general is a series of never-ending consecutive puzzles which you have to solve. Speaking on behalf of everyone seated on the stage, we congratulate you on the successful completion of the puzzle which we are here today to celebrate, but we also wish you luck for your next immediate puzzle and all those which follow afterwards. Please tell us of your future successes, as we take great satisfaction and pride from these, and possibly we may also be a little envious of them. Moreover, you will face these future puzzles as a member of the University of Aberdeen's alumni. Students have been graduating from this university for over 500 years, and you're very shortly about to become part of this long history. Let us celebrate the start of this ceremony, which will bestow this honour on you, by being proud, but most importantly by being loud. In your honour, I'd like to hear huge applause and cheers to open this 2016 graduation ceremony.
Pro-Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Science, University Honoris Causa, Professor Dame Theresa Rees. Dame Theresa is acclaimed internationally for her groundbreaking research on gender inequalities in education, training, the labour market policies, and most recently in science policy. Professor Rees, a former Pro-Vice-Chancellor for research between 2007 and 2010 at the University of Cardiff, was made a Commander of the British Empire for her work on equal opportunities and higher education in 2003, and became a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire in the New Year's Honours List in 2015 for her services to social sciences. Her work is especially relevant in the current high-profile movement in the UK and beyond for addressing gender inequalities in higher education. She was the lead for the European Commission-funded research project WAVE, Women Adding Value to the Economy, 2012 to 2015, focusing on gender segregation and equal pay. She's a long-term expert advisor to the European Commission on mainstreaming equalities in universities through structural change, and on integrating a sex and gender dimension into scientific research to improve its quality. Dame Theresa is a Fellow of the Academy of Royal Social Sciences and of the Learned Society of Wales. A former Equal Opportunities Commissioner, she won the Western Mail's Welsh Woman of the Year Valfeld Award for her outstanding contributions to promoting the life chances of women in Wales. Dame Theresa's achievements are extensive and too many to list. They're on both national and international levels, including chairing 2 independent investigations on higher education for the National Assembly for Wales, and being a member of the National Equalities Panel commissioned by the UK government to the anatomy of economic inequality in the UK in 2010. She was the director for Wales of the Leadership Foundation for Higher Education and was also a commissioner on the National Institute of Adult Continuing Education Commission of Inquiry on Lifelong Learning. Above all, however, Dame Theresa has been renowned as an inspiration and an eminent force and leader, a tireless advocate for gender mainstreaming and an outstanding role model for women academics and all those, both men and women, who stand for social justice in higher education. In essence, she has dedicated her life's work to gender equality and social justice. Her capacity to connect and relate to others as individual human beings is a credit to her, and it is indeed a great privilege for me to have delivered this laureation. It is therefore in recognition of such outstanding and distinguished leadership and dedicated lifelong commitment to the field of gender equality and social justice in higher education that I invite you, Pro-Chancellor, to confer upon Dame Theresa the award of Doctor of Science Honoris Causa.
Egute scientiae doctorem et magistrum constituo creo proclamo renuncio et insignum caput tuum hoc pede orno, quod ut felix vastunque sit, Deum optimum maximum precor. Now, William Gray is moving to the front of the hall, and he will perform Nocturne in C minor, Opus 48, number 1 by Chopin. William is a gifted pianist who attended the Aberdeen City Music School, which is one of a small number of specialist music schools in the UK, and he has just completed his first year reading for the degree of Bachelor of Music. Thank you. Dr. Anderson, promoter of graduates.
Domini pro cancellari Domini doctores et magistri et tota universitas presento vopis hos candidatos examine probatos ad gradum doctoratus in philosophia promoventos.
Annuenti sonatu placet promovere.
Ascendant Tania Acaron Rios.
Ego auctoritate quam sumi et potentissimi principes almae huic universitate amplissimam educerunt te in philosophia doctorum et magistrum creo, in cuius rei testimonium capitum hoc peleo orno quod ut felix vastunque sit, deum optimum maximum precor.
Valentina Valentina Kassar.
Et te creo.
Jennifer Clark.
Et te creo.
Mohammed Misbah Huddin.
Et te creo.
Item presento vobis hos candidatos examini probatos ad gradum magistratos in scientia promovendos.
Annuenti sonatu placet promovere.
Ascendant Robert Hacker.
Ego auctoritate quam sumi et potentissimi principes almae huic universitate amplissimam educerunt te in scientia magistrum creo, in cuius rei testimonium capitum hoc peleo orno quod ut felix vastunque sit, deum optimum maximum precor.
Mayumi Ono.
Et te creo.
Kevin Anderson.
Et te creo.
Item presento vobis hos candidatos examine probatos ad gradum magistratus in artibus liberabilis promoventos.
Annuenti sonatu placet promovere.
Ascendant Darroch Bratt.
Ego auctoritate quam sumi et potentissimi principes almae huic universitate amplissimam educerunt te in artibus liberalibus magistrum creo, in cuius rei testimonium capitum hoc peleo orno quod ut felix vastunque sit, deum optimum maximum precor.
Siwan Duddleston.
Et te creo.
Rebecca Dunbar.
Et te creo.
Hannah Gibbs.
Et te creo.
Yekaterina Giritz.
Et te creo.
Rachel Job.
Ete Crea.
Matthew Carraker.
Ete Crea.
Alison Noble.
Ete Crea.
Isa Helena Pulli.
Ete Crea.
Bryony Redwood Turner.
Ete Crea.
Hazel Salt.
Ete Crea.
Charlotte Seven.
Ete Crea.
Stephanie Steinbeck.
Ete Crea.
Joshua Taylor.
Ete Crea.
Agne Vaichelite.
Ete Crea.
Laura Wisdom.
Ete Crea.
Lawrence Cameron.
Ete Crea.
Denisa Cretu.
Ete Crea.
Gabriela Domene Lopez.
Ete Crea.
Margarita Zona.
Ete Crea.
Michelle Heater.
Ete Crea.
Alison Etherington.
Ete Crea.
Shay Gardner.
Ete Crea.
Michaela Howard.
Ete Crea.
Kirsty Kernohan.
Ete Crea.
Naomi Potter.
Ete Crea.
Isabel Proust.
Ete Crea.
Kirsty Lorimer.
Ete Crea.
Rebecca Noble.
Ete Crea.
Joshua Huckle.
Ete Crea.
Erin Reid.
Ete Crea.
Francesca Sharp Paul.
Ete Crea.
Jacqueline Sutton.
Ete Crea.
Lucy Cowplant.
Ete Crea.
Christopher McMullen.
Ete Crea.
Lydia Martin.
Ete Crea.
Marta Riva.
Ete Crea.
Alice Simmons.
Ete Creel.
Theodorescu.
Ete Creel.
Irenia Vaha Kangas.
Ete Creel.
Asma Butt.
Ete Creel.
Sarah Keith.
Ete Creel.
Caroline Johnston.
Ete Creel.
Elsa Davidson.
Ete Creel.
Chloe Donaldson.
Ete Creel.
Raluca Gimpu.
Ete Creel.
Riona McGillivray.
Ete Creel.
Emilia Sario.
Ete Creel.
Sophie Law.
Ete Creel.
Iona Patterson.
Ete Creel.
Kaspar Ågård Cole.
Ete Creel.
Megan Adam.
Ete Creel.
Yara Almunesiel.
Ete Creel.
Pat Augustine.
Ete Creel.
Alexandra Berryman.
Ete Creel.
Grant Beveridge.
Ete Creel.
Tabitha Burs.
Ete Creel.
Michael Bones.
Ete Creel.
Viktor Borisov.
Ete Creel.
Julie Bremont.
Ete Creel.
Agne Budre.
Ete Creel.
Caitlin Burgess.
Ete Creel.
Drew Burgess.
Ete Creel.
Callum Busby.
Ete Creel.
Matteo Busto.
Ete Creel.
Jessica Kai.
Ete Creel.
Gabriela Fernandez.
Ete Creel.
Bailey Charbit.
Ete Creel.
Sarah Chapo.
Ete Creel.
Kaylen Dimitrov.
Ete Creo.
Alex Donchev.
Ete Creo.
Alistair Donnelly.
Ete Creo.
Elsa Elvira Eriksson.
Ete Creo.
Amy Feeney.
Ete Creo.
Lorna Ferguson.
Ete Creo.
Catherine Finnan.
Ete Creo.
Maximilian Fischbach.
Ete Creo.
Veliana Goranova.
Ete Creo.
Alexander Henderson.
Ete Creo.
Katie Hetherington.
Ete Creo. Now, Joseph Hibbs is moving to the front of the hall, and he'll perform Farquhar and Hetty's Waltz and Delighted. And Joseph graduated on Tuesday with the degree of Bachelor of Music. After being classically trained, Joseph pursued Scottish fiddle music, and he jointly founded the Reel of Fortune Cady Band, a locally acclaimed group of musicians who play at weddings and corporate events and functions throughout the northeast of Scotland. And so now you know who to hire. Thank you very much, Dr. Arneson, promoter of graduates.
Item presento vobis hos candidatos examini probatos ad gradum magistratus in artibus liberalibus promoventos.
Annuenti sonatu placet promovere.
Ascendant Cameron Hill.
Ego auctoritate quam sumi et potentissimi principes almae huic universitate amplissimem endoserunt te in ottibus liberalibus magistrum creo, in cuius rei testimonium caput tuum hoc pedeo orno quod ut felix vastunque sit deum optimum maximum precor.
Christiane Huntsman.
Et te creo.
Julia Hurubin.
Et te creo.
Sandra Jovanova.
Et te creo.
Carlis Jurkus.
Et te creo.
Guitas Juris.
Et te creo.
Stuart Kennedy.
Et te creo.
Nicholas Caden.
Et te creo.
Claudia Kuchel.
Et te creo.
Jonas Lossau.
Et te creo.
Daniel Lucas.
Et te creo.
Niklas Lux.
Et te creo.
Patrick McConaughey.
Et te creo.
Claire McHugh.
Et te creo.
Claire McElree.
Et te creo.
Fern McKenna.
Et te creo.
Andrew McKinnon.
Et te creo.
Liam McShane.
Et te creo.
Andrew Maitland.
Et te creo.
Monica Mantra Vikaite.
Et te creo.
Dimitri Masinski.
Et te creo.
Rachel Masson.
Et te creo.
Marius Matiosaitis.
Et te creo.
Gota Matusaite.
Et te creo.
Kieran Meyer.
Et te creo.
Lisa Moyer.
Et te creo.
Kirsten Molly.
Et te creo.
Tara Morrow.
Et te creo.
Heidi Mottus.
Et te creo.
Fenella Murray.
Ete Creo.
Anina Palmu,
Ete Creo.
Hanna Pankov,
Ete Creo.
Iniesa Parinskaya,
Ete Creo.
Brooke Patterson,
Ete Creo.
Elina Pihlajamaki,
Ete Creo.
Gavin Pinkerton,
Ete Creo.
Jennifer Pirri,
Ete Creo.
Prabjit Rai,
Ete Creo.
Erik Ramberg,
Ete Creo.
Fiona Randall,
Ete Creo.
Finlay Reid,
Ete Creo.
Joshua Ricketts,
Ete Creo.
Lisa Roger,
Ete Creo.
Michael Ross,
Ete Creo.
Emma Rose,
Ete Creo.
Nelly Ruseva,
Ete Creo.
Daniel Serb,
Ete Creo.
Mary Sinclair,
Ete Creo.
Thomas Slane,
Ete Creo.
Ellen Smith,
Ete Creo.
Oliver Sorko,
Ete Creo.
Roxandra Stanchu,
Ete Creo.
Gabriela Stanquaiter,
Ete Creo.
Nicola Sodi,
Ete Creo.
Dorothy Tulloch,
Ete Creo.
Alex Velev,
Ete Creo.
Kutsai Wallen,
Ete Creo.
Andrew Voisey,
Ete Creo.
Rachel Warrender,
Ete Creo.
Fraser Watt,
Ete Creo.
Dominika Savisaite,
Ete Creo.
Maria Suieva,
Ete Creo.
Amy Baxter,
Ete Creo.
Morwen Cowie,
Et te creo.
Michael Ely,
Et te creo.
Jacqueline Hall,
Et te creo.
Alexander McLellan,
Et te creo.
Katrina Timoney,
Et te creo.
Helen Awell,
Et te creo.
Andrea Sikur,
Et te creo.
Ryan Doherty,
Et te creo.
Peter Dodek,
Et te creo.
Rebecca Forbes,
Et te creo.
Max Hopestone Bell,
Et te creo.
Ashley Hunter,
Et te creo.
Kirsty Lawson,
Et te creo.
Catherine Lovray,
Et te creo.
Ivailo Marinov,
Et te creo.
Olivia Miller,
Et te creo.
Emilia Petu,
Et te creo.
Carolina Ranne,
Et te creo.
Joanna Reed,
Et te creo.
Vainius Staligis,
Et te creo.
Lindsay Stewart,
Et te creo.
Kirsty White,
Et te creo. Dame Teresa.
Pro-Chancellor, Principal, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your kind words earlier on, and I'm very honoured indeed to be receiving this honorary degree from Aberdeen University. But I want to join with all the staff and the parents and supporters here in congratulating you on your degrees. I think it's fantastic, and I know the amount of hard work that goes into it to produce the ecstatic response today. It's fantastic. So well done. And I can also feel, I think, among the parents and supporters a slight, phew, thank goodness that's done with. I must confess, when I was in your situation, I was a pretty awful student at the University of Exeter. Well, this was in the late 60s, and, well, there was a lot of diversions, distractions, frankly, in those days. I mean, there were cream teas, sun-soaked beaches, and performances from spectacular live bands like The Who and, well, the Stones, and many of them are still going. And there were other distractions too. In those days, we used to have processions to raise charity money of students dressed up, all in rather strange ways. And I was a drum majorette, and we used to lead these processions. And we were really good, I have to say. We were coached by an army officer on secondment from Sandhurst and a cheerleader from California. And there were 21 of us, and we had black high-heeled boots, short little mini skirts, which were, as you may know, very fashionable in the late 60s, and tall hats we'd constructed out of cardboard, and we'd painted them. And we were just excellent at synchronized and athletic marching, forward, backwards, high kicks, tossing our batons in the sky, turning around, catching them. We were amazing. And in fact, Bath and Bristol University borrowed us to lead their rag processions. But despite being a fairly poorly performing student, I became a researcher after the end of all this and moved to South Wales to work as a research fellow on a Home Office funded project to address the terrible issues at that time of massive unemployment in the South Wales valleys, followed by pit closures, and basically I encountered poverty for the first time in my life. And there were entire villages of miners that had been made redundant, and the whole family was dependent on them. But they lived in very tight-knit communities. I was often asked by people, so who do you belong to? And this wasn't a question I really understood. Where are you from? Well, here and there. It was strange, but the people wanted to place me in their communities. How did I fit in? Now, although I was very new to the area, I kind of grew up when I was there as a researcher. And I made a decision that I would focus the rest of my life really on developing evidence-based research that could feed into policies that would try and make the world a better place through fighting poverty and inequality. And that's more or less what I've been doing ever since. So my first recommendation after this Home Office funded money on poverty and inequality in the valleys was that the cause of all of this wasn't just that the miners were failing to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. It was actually, the outcome of patterns of industrial restructuring. And the recommendation that we made was that the Home Office should abolish capitalism. Needless to say, this was not the first of my recommendations that was not accepted and worked on, unfortunately. But I continued in this research that was designed to try to address discrimination, poverty and inequality, particularly gender. And some years later, as the Equal Opportunities Commissioner for Wales, I was invited by the then Minister of Defence to meet him at an airfield and accompany him to witness an aeroplane being refueled in midair. Well, this sounded a rather strange story, but I was very happy to go along and see what was happening. I've been invited because the EOC had prosecuted the MOD for sacking some of its employees, the women particularly, who had got themselves pregnant, which is how they do it in the MOD, they get themselves pregnant. The number of people that they had sacked included 2 generals. Now, we prosecuted them. This is quite a big thing for a small kind of quango to prosecute a big, well, the Ministry of Defence of all things. They had weapons. But we won. And there was some considerable fuss by the MOD about the amount of money that had to be allocated to these women who'd got themselves pregnant in compensation. This is enough money to buy a new trident, it was argued. But anyway, they did it, and they wanted to make up with us, so I was invited on this trip. And it was fascinating. So at the RAF station, I was invited onto the Prime Minister's plane, served gin and tonics, and we were flying at great speed. And suddenly we saw out of the window this plane, unbelievably close. And the pilot was turning around and saluting us. I thought, well, just look where you're going, please. And then another plane shot up right in front of him. It was a Harrier Hawk jet, I think. I thought it was Harriet, but apparently it's not. It's Harrier Hawk jet. Jumped up in front. And they started this business of refueling in midair. So a hose pipe came out of the front one, and a rather larger pipe with a sort of funnel on the end came out of the second one, and they kind of met in midair. This is all traveling at about 300 or 400 miles an hour, and they connected, and fuel was exchanged, and then they disconnected, and there was a lot more of saluting us, and then they disappeared. Well, I was gobsmacked. So I felt obliged to ask a sort of technical question at the end, like, well, why didn't they fill up before they went? But, apparently they need to get long places in a hurry. Now, by this time, I was, of course, an ace researcher. And in preparation for the visit, I'd looked at the position of men and women in the armed forces during their selection procedure. And what I found was that the women and men performed almost equally on every task except one, and that was the marching, where the women fell down. Well, I thought, what could be the matter with them? I mean, I can march forwards, backwards, turning things around, and their marching, frankly, was fairly simple compared with what I had to do. Now, some of these women, though, they got sore hips, some of them had dislocated hips. What could be the matter? Well, I found the explanation in the pages of The Lancet. And the dislocations were brought on because the women were being asked to march for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 6 weeks. And they were asked to march to the stride that was the laid down stride for the armed service. Now, the stride length was based on the average height of the average man. And the women were particularly falling out on this because they weren't the average height of the average man. They were, in effect, marching to the male stride. And since then, I've found many, many, many examples where, through no intention to discriminate or disadvantage, organizations that rely on rules and regulations and practices and cultures that have grown up over the years about assumptions of the sort of people that would populate that organization has actually led to the inadvertent exclusion and discrimination against some groups. You could say universities that give bachelor degrees, master's degrees, and fellows. I myself was a fellow for many years, much to my mother's surprise. They essentially are designed and don't adapt to the changing population. So there's a lot of work for organizations to do to challenge the assumptions they've been based on, challenge the old ways that they've been doing things, and to really look at this to accommodate these organizations to everybody. And most recently, I've really been looking at this in science. You know you're supposed to take an aspirin a day if you're of mature years to keep a heart attack away, but that was based on clinical trials of 27,000 people, so it must be really robust research. But all of those 27,000 people were men, and heart disease in women is actually different. You don't go, you get a sort of around your waist. And similarly, I'm sure many women here will find seat belts that seem to grate. Yes. So all of these things really need to be carefully looked at. So you're going off into the world. You're going to make decisions about what you do. You're going to be working in various organizations and involved in other organizations. And what I'm saying to you, men as well as women here, do have a look at the way it's organized. Who's missing from your organizations? Who's not being able to get in the way it's designed? And see if you can help to remove the barriers of class, culture, gender, age, race, ethnicity, religion, family position, locality, region, nation, accent. And we can therefore, by doing that, promote equality and opportunity. So what I'm saying is just don't accept things the way they are. Basically, march to your own stride. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Could I now ask you, please, all to stand and to join with me in singing God Save the Queen? The Reverend, the Chaplain to the University.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warmly on your face. May the rain fall softly upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen.